They're like, who we do? Looking like 0 0, see kinda lame. Looking like Nemo. I trust the man, they just some Neros. I trust in God, cause that's my hero. See them thinking there's some gods over here. Got 'em messing with the source, got some ears but never hear. Got you tripping cause this shit would never fit. Pretend you're sitting on some thrones, but the king's already there. We lost the way, but he came for the lost. Said the way to life is narrow, so he came for the cost. Still reject his name, but he came for us all. Tell you this in all love, but the choice is all yours. Saying, what you talking about? Ain't a God around. You a clown, sounding foolish cause your God he ain't around. Make a sound if he real, why he never come around. Funny that you say this now when you ran him out your town. America. Got a squad in the house, I'm filling my hand, I aim for the chest. Protection beside, one on the right, one on the left. These days are dark, cannot hide, run with the best. Got my hands up high, what do you got, what do you flex? Got a squad in the house, I'm filling my hand, I aim for the chest. Protection beside, one on the right, one on the left. These days are dark, cannot hide, run with the best. Got my hands up high, what do you got, what do you flex? Really wanna act like that when you do like that. But you're gonna end up running back if you looking it like a running back. Down home I see, never coming back. Since Christ took it up, don't want it back. Got people looking wide, done with that. Figured that the boy way, cause I'm done with that. Hold up, boy, I'm blessed. Put myself in back. Got no worries about the stress, cause he put me with the blast. Ayy, I'm a vet, running with the best. If it hadn't been for Christ, I'd be running to my death. But we're the lucky ones, the vile and the dirty ones. The hope is in the veins, cause we ready went and drained it all. Pain we felt was living, cause this life it wasn't joy at all. We found the key to life when we really had no hope at all. Was it impress or be less? Cause the meanness will be left. But now boy you see less, cause this boy he is blessed. Tell you about my God, with my life he leaves you impressed. They're saying that is fake, but in the end I got no regrets. Got a squad in the house, I'm filling my hand, I aim for the chest. Protection beside, one on the right, one on the left. These days are dark, cannot hide, run with the best. Got my hands up high, what do you got, what do you flex? Got a squad in the house, I'm filling my hand, I aim for the chest. Protection beside, one on the right, one on the left.
Left.
These days are dark, cannot hide, run with the best.
Best.
Got my hands up high, what do you got,
What's
what do
up,
you flex?
selectors? Is Select Screen here, ready to jump off literally with our review. Shout out to DJ Crystal Clear of White Men Can't Jump, the classic movie. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. I want to say thank you so much to DJ Crystal Clear for always rocking with us. He suggested the Blade review. We're continuing with Wesley Snipes, and we are now doing White Men Can't Jump, man. This is going to be fun. I've been waiting to do this one for a while, and we had to make it happen, man. We had to make it happen. So I need you guys to do me a favor, though. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. We want to continue to grow and add more and more selectors to the stream because we care about your guys' opinions. We care that you're joining us, and we want to continue to build this community of clean content. That's our big thing, is we create clean content for you to watch. You can watch and talk with us, even on a rated R movie like White Man Can't Jump. We can still talk about it and have some fun. All right, so this is a selector requested review. We're gonna jump into this thing very quickly. And then later we're going to stream some Madden 22 over on Twitch. If you missed our initial review, it is right below here on our YouTube. Again, we're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and the Cash App at $5 ELECT 5 CREEN. Or you can get there at linktr.ee/select screen. All right, so I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go. All right, man, let's get into this thing, man. First of all, let's talk about White Men Can't Jump. We're going to do a little research and talk about some of the things that I found within my digging on this movie. Because, first of all, I dig this movie. I saw a little bit of it when I was a kid, and again, we'll jump into all of the facts and stuff on it, but I just want to give you my initial thoughts and reaction on it. First and foremost, can I scoot that back out just a bit? Okay, there we go. White Men Can't Jump is a cult classic. If you haven't seen it before, I would suggest it, man. Especially if you're a sports fan, this is one of those movies that is always referenced. And to be honest, like I said, I was really young when this movie came out. And we're gonna jump in. Let's do some facts on it. So I was really watching it for the first time. You know what I mean? As an adult, I was really trying to understand, what's going on and everything this time. So let me give you just kind of a rundown, and we'll talk about what it was. So this movie came out in 1992. This is IMDb. Ron Shelton directed it. It stars Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, and Rosie Perez. And let me tell you, this movie leads and lives and dies on its rated R rating. So this one is not for kids. Like I said, I saw bits and pieces of it because it was a basketball movie. You know what I mean? Any other classic people in this? And I know you're saying Woody Harrelson? You mean Carnage? Yes, Carnage. This is literally Blade versus Carnage in this movie. And sometimes it's Blade and Carnage together. It's an interesting movie. I'm going to give you my grade right from the jump. Give me my camera real quick. See what I did there? Right from the jump. Get it? All right. Like, share, subscribe. This movie, guys, it's a classic movie. I'm going to give it a B-. A lot of people refer to it as the greatest sports movie ever. For me, I think it's good, but it's not great. You have two great actors. But the story falls apart at times. So let's talk about the story. What is the movie about? The movie is about Wesley Snipes playing in LA on the streets, hustling and making money. So if you win the game, you get the money. If you don't, you lose your money. Sometimes you're losing your girlfriend's necklace. Sometimes you're losing. Okay. Hello, son. It's the morning. So my kids just woke up. Sorry. Yeah, it's about the hard life of trying to make it on playing basketball. And that is why it's very respectable and very real in that aspect. But that's where the realness stops. Obviously, it's a movie. But let's take you through the plot. We have Sydney and we have Sydney and Billy. Yes, Sydney and Billy and Gloria. So Gloria is a Puerto Rican lady who is married to she's dating a white guy named Billy. And they're in trouble basically with the mob. And so Billy doesn't have a job, so his whole thing is acting like a white guy who can't play basketball, hence the title, and getting people to overbet so that when he wins more money, so that he can get himself and Gloria away from the mob. Wesley Snipes and his he plays Sydney, and his wife's name is Rhonda, and they are they're in the ghetto. They're not doing terrible, but they're in a terrible place. And so he's out hustling, like doing real estate, doing all this stuff to try and get them out of the ghetto into a nice neighborhood. So that's their motivations. And again, that's what brings this movie to a B. It's very, the characters have stakes for sure. Wrestling's here. He says, "Hey man, just been to see Free Guy. Had to walk out halfway through because my friend had some personal issues. So hopefully you can cheer me up a lot going on with me lately. Can't wait for Retromania." Retromania is coming. Yes. Dude, I hope you're doing well, man. Sorry to hear that though. I haven't seen Free Guy yet. Free Guy and Snake Eyes are coming soon. We will be seeing those movies very, very soon. So we'll be able to talk about those soon. Back to White Men Can't Jump. So what happens? Sidney is out playing Wesley Snipes. Sidney is out playing. He's playing against some other black guys, and he's winning. He's got these classic 90s clothes. He wears like the old bicycle guys kind of hats. It's a very classic looking movie. And I think that's what makes this movie so fun. Short shorts, double, not spaghetti straps, but shirtless t-shirts, like the whole thing of the 90s, right? And so down comes Billy, or Woody Harrelson. There we go, Woody Harrelson. And literally wrestling, like, it's so funny. Woody's dressed up in like all these long, like baggy clothes. Like he looks like he can't play basketball. So they bet, and what happens? Billy wins. Billy wins, of course. So Sidney loses his money, and they're in trouble. To summarize it up, they end up teaming up eventually to hustle other people to make a lot of money. And eventually Sidney actually hustles Billy. And that's kind of the problem with the movie for me, is who's hustling, who's tricking who. It seems like Billy and Sidney are friends at sometimes. Next minute they're hating each other. They're swearing at each other the whole movie. It's just craziness. And I think like it falls apart in two areas. And this is why I couldn't give it an A. It falls apart because there's a point in time where the movie feels like it's happening within maybe a week or two. And within that, they hate each other. They love each other. They hate each other. They can't stand each other. Rosie Perez's character, Gloria, is with Woody, or with Billy, and then she's not. Billy loses the money, specifically going up against Sidney, trying to dunk a basketball. That's why the phrase "white men can't jump." And Gloria completely leaves him. Then she comes back to him. Then she leaves him again. And it's just like, guys, get it together. Like, either stay with each other or don't. And where the movie falls apart is, in the end, Sidney and Billy play in a basketball tournament. They end up winning. Again, Billy ends up blowing the money, losing it to Sidney. And they come back and become friends again. And Billy gets in, the mob comes back after him, basically shakes him down for the money. And then Gloria leaves. And she leaves the scene, and we just don't see her anymore. And it's like, is Billy going to go back after her? What's going to happen? It kind of left room for a sequel, and it never happens. So the story kind of fell apart. Wrestling Says can't wait for the Purple Rain review too. We're definitely going to happen, man. We got to do that. Again, I've seen like bits and pieces of Purple Rain being a kid, man. So ultimately the movie it's fun for a basketball movie, but narratively it falls apart at times. One of the positives of the movie is the basketball play is really good. I mean, you really feel like they're just playing basketball. It doesn't seem scripted. One cool fact, and you'll kind of see it here. Let me go back to the Patreon real quick. Is Woody Harrelson, while making the movie, was Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes were trained by Bob Lerner, if I'm saying his name right, and he was a Detroit Piston basketball player. And he said Woody Harrelson was actually the better basketball player, which doesn't surprise me because Wesley Snipes is who I was more interested in seeing if he could really play. I could tell Woody played a little bit in college, which he did. Wesley Snipes, having a martial arts background, sometimes that doesn't always translate. But Wesley did a great job. And like I said, the basketball really feels authentic. It really feels authentic. I read, and I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I read that They filmed on real LA basketball courts, and in there they would have the gangs in LA kind of clear out the courts. And I don't mean like they hired them to like beat everybody up. I mean like they made sure like the gang wars that were going on, like both sides kind of came together and said, hey, they're gonna film this movie, we're not gonna have any shootings, we're gonna have a peace treaty right now. So that was kind of cool to hear that the movie kind of gave some peace to the city. You know what I'm saying? The other thing, Gloria's side story is she's super smart, and she goes on Jeopardy. She ends up getting on Jeopardy because of one of Sydney's friends. And Sydney's friend is like a security guard for Jeopardy. And I know Jeopardy has really been in the news lately, so that was kind of cool. Again, she won her first episode, but we never find out if she continued to win, or we kind of just lose Gloria. And they establish her as such an important character, and then she's just gone. So the movie's good. It's a lot of fun if you like the game of basketball. But it has some issues. It has some issues for sure. For me, like I said, probably a B minus. Yeah, music's great. There's several basketball players that make appearances kind of in the background. Lots of classic jokes. One other cool note was, I said Woody played basketball in a little bit in college, I believe. One of the things he couldn't actually do was actually dunk the basketball. And spoilers, at the end of the movie, he proves that he can dunk a basketball, and he catches an alley-oop. And to do that, they had to lower the rim for him a little bit to do it. So it was really interesting to just kind of see and hear that, because obviously he could play. Woody can play, man. So if you ever want to see Carnage, the guy who's playing Carnage play basketball, definitely check out White Man Can't Jump. Like I said, B minus. Good movie, classic. Again, you can just tell by what they're wearing. You know, like they got a jean backwards hat and a cyclist hat. So that tells you the era. Not for kids. Lots of swear words. There's some sex scenes. It's a hard movie, but it's kind of the reality of what was going on at the time. And so that's kind of what it was. And if you're looking to kind of relive that, White Man Can't Jump is a great way to kind of relive that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you seen White Man Can't Jump? What's your favorite basketball movie of all time? For me, I'm still sticking with the original Space Jam. It's my favorite basketball movie of all time. Probably Coach Carter right after that. But this is a close third. Because the basketball play is very, 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 very good. It just feels like street basketball. You know what I mean? It feels really like a street basketball game. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Check us out at linktr.ee/5ELECT5CREEN. It's right there down below. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We'll be on later today playing Madden 22 on Twitch, so go check that out. And again, the Cash App. All right. Purple Rain coming soon. We'll definitely do some selector requested reviews in the future. And yes, Retromania. Lots more games. Wrestling. Hope things get better for you the rest of the day, man. Definitely. I need you guys to do one thing for me. Do two things. Yeah. Be kind to one another. Remember to choose your destiny. My name is Select Screen, and I'm out.